So that's a quick demo to show how the Big Love and Great Love stitch pattern can fall into place when you just check what you've done in the rows underneath. So this is the servage. So you knit one, slip one with yarn in front and knit one, whoopsie daisy, knit one, then purl one, knit one, purl one, until you get to the marker. Slip the marker, and this is now the body stitch pattern. You see that you have just knit columns, and they're alternated with columns where every 2 rows you change the stitch pattern. So on the first stitch, where you have an alternating column, you, on every right side, you basically switch to the opposite stitch that you've done before. So here you've got 2 knit stitches on top of each other, so you do a purl, and then from there you can just go into the stitch pattern repeat of purl 1, knit 3, and do that to the end of the row. So you purl 1 here, purl, and then 1, 2, 3 knit stitches, 2, 3. We're back at an alternating column. So the same happened here basically, but it's already fallen into the rhythm of purl 1, knit 3, and automatically you switched in the next column that had 2 purls, and now it's got a knit on it. So here we're at our next purl, purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, I'm knocking into the camera. Next purl, 1, 2, 3, alternated on the alternating column. So we had 2 purls, 1 knit, and here we had 2 knits, and now we have 1 purl. On the wrong side road, when we work every stitch as it appears, it'll stack the second stitch of that pattern sequence on top of the other. So we're ready in the next row to alternate again. So here we go, purl, knit, knit, split the stitch, knit, knit, purl, knit, 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 and purl. Because it's just a swatch, this doesn't end like your end of the row would end, but this gives you the idea of how to find your way back into the stitch pattern sequence. So on the wrong side, you'd see, you just look at the stitch below and work it exactly like you have the others. So this was a purl, so we're purling it, so and purl the next, because that's always a purl, and this one was a knit. Sometimes you have to drag the fabric down a little bit to see it clearer, but this is clearly a knit stitch, so you knit that, and then you have 3 purls. 1, 2, 3. Quick check, you do another knit, and 3 purls. 2, 3. Knit, and 3 purls all the way to the marker. Two, 3, and there's 1 last knit, slip the marker, and then it's 1 by 1 rib, which I didn't create lots of, but you hopefully get the idea. So this is the servage, so I slip this purl, knit the knit, and slip the purl, another right side. Let's just give this one more go. Try not to knock into the tripod so much. Knit, slip, knit. And I'm getting to the marker. And here we are again. So last time we purled a stitch, now we're doing it to keep the stitch pattern sequence going. So this is a knit, so this is another knit, and here we're having our first purl, and from here you can then start going to the purl 1 knit 3 sequence. So you start off with 2 knits after the left front. It is, yes, the left front. You knit the front ribbing, slip the marker, and when the first stitch is a knit, you knit 2, then you purl 1 and knit 3 and repeat that. 2, 3, and here we alternated from a purl to a knit. So here's the next purl 1, knit 3, purl 1, because it's the opposite of what we have here. 2 knits on top of each other, you do a purl, and 3 knits, and repeat. So the knit only columns you always knit, and the alternating columns you always alternate on the right side what you did before. So here we purled before, now the fresh stitch is a knit. Here we knitted 2 rows and the next one is a purl. So whenever you have to put down your knitting, you can always check where you are that way. And here we have a purl and 1 knit to end the row. And that's it. So 2 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches, 2 knit stitches, 2 purl, 2 knit, 1 purl. The second purl comes on the wrong side, and here just offset in the other direction. So the neighboring one is knit, knit. This is 2 purls, knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, and 1 knit. And he gets his other knit on the wrong side. And they're always flanked by knit onlys. And that's all that there's to it. Does this focus? Knit, knit, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, 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 knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, and so on.